For the Warriors, Andrew Wiggins checked in for Thompson. Boss comes in for Poole. And Curry subbed in for Payton. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Embiid, he's checked in for Andre Drummond. Tobias Harris comes in for Korkmaz. Curry's checked in for Green. And it's Ben Simmons in for Shake Milton. Taking a look at the 76ers. Down on the block, it's Harris and Embiid. Curry is out there with Simmons. And it's Niang in at the 3 spot. And the ball out of play. The Warriors won back. Embiid posted career highs as a scorer. And Greg, he did it with unbelievable efficiency.
And how about hovering around that coveted 50-40-90 club? What's amazing is how comfortable he looks. The defense is never able to speed him up.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Bielitsa comes in for Wiseman. And it's Green in for Otto Porter Jr. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. The Sixers have improved under Doc Rivers, who helped to define roles. Rivers said, I did that day one. We're playing through Joel, but Ben is the facilitator. And Simmons said, Doc's holding everybody accountable. It's about staying focused and not getting distracted. We have to stay locked in. Kevin, back to you.
Oh, they got the talent for sure, D.A. Thank you.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, G.A. The lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
6 to shoot. On its way from Curry for 2. Another miss by Philadelphia. Warriors leading by 11. Pass to Boss. Here he goes. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Now, how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right.
Yes, indeedy. Well done.
Now, here's Curry. His last outing, he had 8 points. Outside for Simmons. Now the pass to Niang. To end the run. He's now 2 for 3 with that miss. The Warriors have gone 8 of 15 since we began the second quarter. Excellent shooting. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession.
76er sub, Andre Drummond.
15 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Here's Simmons. Oh, and the jam by Ben Simmons.
Really can't let Simmons get going off of these dunks. I mean, his confidence just rises when he slams it down like that.
Here's Curry with the 3. Oh, he nails it just in time.
One eye on the rim, one on the clock.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors sitting. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Boss has been sensational.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
So with Thompson sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. In at the small and power forward, it's Wiggins and Green. Stephen Curry's out there with Boss, and it's Bielitsa in at the pivot spot manning the middle.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Giants to the hoop. Green breaking loose. Boss gets the bucket. Mark, you had excellent handles for a front court player. How much of a benefit is it for a big man to be comfortable with the dribble, with the ball in his hand?
I think it's so valuable. And now it's a dozen to a dozen big guys can put it on the ground. I mean, it used to be 2 out of a dozen guys you'd see 6, 8 or better that could really handle the ball in my day. But now it's commonplace, and it's a valuable skill. My late dad, emphasized that from the time I started playing organized basketball. Make sure you can go with the ball where you want to against pressure. If you can do that, then you'll always add value to your team as a player.
They're doing work here in the second half, 3 or 4 to start.
Timeout called the 76ers.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
switches here for the Warriors. James Wiseman, he's checked in for Bielitsa. Otto Porter Jr. comes in for Green. And it's Klay Thompson in for Andrew Wiggins. Philadelphia also making some changes. Mark Moss, he's checked in for Green. And it's Shake Milton in for Seth Curry.
You'd be hard-pressed to find someone more confident than Embiid.
He's got plenty of confidence, and he's a funny guy, too. Extremely entertaining. He said, the mindset I get when I'm on the floor is that I'm the best player in the gym. And much of the time, he ain't wrong.
Andre Drummond's checked in for Philadelphia. Pass to Simmons. Back to Milton. Warriors with the rebound.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Here's Boss, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on Harris. The Warriors have shot the ball well from the free throw line, 8 of 9.
And team free throw numbers really about as good as you could ask for, around 80% on the season.
And that's a little better than they did last year from the free throw line.
Payton, he's checked in for the Warriors. Thompson against Simmons. Harris outside. Lobbed up there for Drummond. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And I like the timing that Drummond has on these alley-oops. That's not as easy as he makes it look. He knows precisely when to leave the ground to receive the pass and finish it off.
Boss and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. The Warriors have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them. That's good from Boss. George Niang, he's checked in for the 76ers. And so he hits both.
And along with terrific production, Harris is an interesting team leader. Very positive in his approach.
Back to Milton. It's rebounded by Boss. Boss has got 6 rebounds now in the game. And Greg, Harris has grown more vocal as his comfort level on the team has risen.
And Kevin, he's always had it in him. Now that he's a veteran, he's earned the right. And he always seems to bring the guys together.
Pass to Niang. 1:49 left in the third quarter. Here's Korkmaz. He's covered by Thompson. And it's Golden State's ball. They're on a 14-4 run. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. As NBA revenues climb into the tens of billions of dollars, teams have even more resources to compete. Staffs are growing with more coaches, trainers, and specialists, so general managers have more to manage than ever. Generally, the best organizations are those that effectively collaborate and communicate across the board. Kevin?
And DA, as we know, that's always been the case. Thank you.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
100% since halftime? Come on now. I'm not sure this lead's going away anytime soon with that kind of marksmanship.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Bielitsa, he's checked in for Wiseman. Wiggins comes in for Klay Thompson. And Poole subbed in for Gary Payton. Danny Green, he's checked in for the 76ers. Seth Curry comes in for Shake Milton.
You know, some players just have a shooter's mentality, and Curry's in that category. Seth has not met a shot he doesn't like, and most of them he takes he can make.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Here's Simmons. Poole with the steal. Pass to Bielitsa. To the inside. Here's Boss. And Curry pulls it down. On the wing, Green. Here's Niang. Here's Drummond. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow.
resourceful move there. Ended the period on a high note.
Nothing like knocking down that last possession of a quarter to give you a little feel.
The next guy, drive and kick.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. So long and good night, everyone.
I wonder, is it difficult to focus on the game when you're the subject of so many trade rumors?
I just tune out all the noise, Candace. This is exactly where I want to be. You know, I'm in the moment, just trying to live my best life and manifest this championship. And anything you're hearing is just a rumor, an innuendo, and no one here has said anything about trading me. You know, the silence is golden.
Yo, what's up, man?
Good game last night.
I'm ready to go.
Let's get everyone over here and get started. Here's what we're gonna do. Let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do. get to work. Here's what we're gonna do.
Get it started, man. Let's get it started. Yeah, let's go. Let's do it. Come get it. Come on. Ball. Ball, 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 ball. Hey, ball. Yo, what? Hey, he can ball, huh? Focus, focus!
Hey, I'll see you later.
Let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do.
You got it, you got it. Come on, man. Don't let him shoot that. And the foul. Hey, let's go. Let's do it. Oh, yeah. Hey, Darby. Screen down there. Put it back up down. Yo, get it up. Hey, don't forget the call. Shoes all day, baby. Who got ball? Yo, get it up, yo. 3 of them, baby.
One more.
Hey, see you later, man.
PrinceK Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The fog rolling in on the Bay Area this evening. A gorgeous sight as we get set in San Francisco. Welcome, folks, and what better way to celebrate the end of the week? Friday night basketball on 2K Sports. In this game, we'll see the Portland Trailblazers going up against the Golden State Warriors here in Chase Center. Hi, everyone. This is Brian Anderson at the table along with Grant Hill and Brent Barry. Allie LaForce joins us from the sidelines. Allie, take it away.
Brian, as the NBA pivots away from the post and towards the perimeter, we're seeing more teams employ three-guard lineups to great effect, trading some size for skill. We'll see if the trend continues, but guys, for now, it seems that...
Very interesting, Allie. Good stuff there. Thank you. All right, let's check out the starting lineup for the Trailblazers. Lillard and McCollum in the backcourt together. Inside at the 4 and the 5, it's Covington and Nurkic. And it's Little in at the 3, the small forward. And for Golden State, Wiggins and Green, the 3 and the 4. Then it's Nemanja Bjelica. Then there's Stephen Curry. And it's Boss in at the 2-guard spot. For 3, here's Lillard. Well, Grant, you were a master of meshing with your teammates. How key is being on the same page early in the year?
Oh, it's so important, especially early in the season. Teams that can come together and mesh as a core have a great advantage at the start of the season.
And it's the Blazers with the ball, following the score by Golden State. Here's Lillard. And the dunk by Lillard.
Well, he can shoot the 3, so defenses have to go out and overplay him, and that's what creates lanes for him to do stuff like that.
Down low. Here's Bjelica, and he banks in the layup.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Now here's Nurkic. He's averaging more than 12 a game. A consistent threat on offense. Pass to Lillard. He takes it in. And the dunk by Lillard.
Nurkic getting more and more comfortable at finding the open men on this team.
Here's Boss. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
The officials were right on top of that one.
At the line for the Dubs.
And so he makes both from the line. The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 3 to get this one going. Bjelica against McCollum. Unable to get that one. Bjelica with some nice D. Fires from the wing. Curry gets the bucket.
Well, it's amazing that Steph can shoot where he shoots from, and the ball still looks like it's a soft finish around the rim.
Now here's McCollum. Against Sacramento, he was really on his game. Pass to Little. Oh, there's the alley. Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it.
And the floor vision from Curry right there, setting up his teammates, sharing the ball.
Now Portland with it. 6-point game. They put up a nice win against Sacramento last time out.
That was a great win for them. Nobody liked their chances coming into the game, but when they got to OT, they put the hammer down.
But once they could taste that upset, they weren't going to let this one slip away. Ferocious in that overtime period.
And they pick up 2.
McCollum has shown the ability to get inside and also finish. It's just how shifty he is. And C.J. McCollum continuing to be one of the most elite mid-range and creative scorers around 15 feet.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Yeah, why settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that?
Here's Lillard, following the score by Golden State. Deflected. Wiggins passes to Curry. And he bangs it home with one hand.
And you can't leave the basket unprotected. Bad things will happen to you.
Yeah, that was just way too easy.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. Here's Boss. And Nurkic with the block.
Nurkic big and blocking.
There's a minute 34 left in the first. To the paint. Out to McCollum. Shot is up. That one no good. And Golden State will go the other way with it. And for McCollum, taking more threes might be good for his longevity as well.
Yeah, I think That's a good idea. He's such a gifted shooter, and there are ways to get him out to the three-point line where he's standing and gets in a great rhythm. I think you're going to see CJ raise that percentage.
Portland calls timeout.
Let's give Coach credit. He's trying to find a way to squeeze the most out of every possession.
Got to feel good as a coach if you make all those adjustments. Pull the right strings. That's what they love to do.
So Portland ends up going with a new group.
A one-handed tomahawk. That's a guaranteed highlight, B.A.
Check out the bench. They flew out of their seats after that. Here's Boss driving to the basket. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Just knifing his way to the rim.
He looked practically unstoppable on that play. Here's Simons. He's coming off a 10-point game against Sacramento. Pass to Boss. And here's Wiseman. On the wing, Curry. Here's Boss. There's 31 seconds left in the first quarter.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. We know who that was.
And it's Simons penetrating out to the right wing. McLemore got a piece of it, and it's the Warriors with the ball. They lead by 11 coming off that win against the Sixers.
And in that one, the bench came to play. Gave the team a bunch of points and energy to put them over the top.
Well, I talked to the assistant coaching staff. What they were stoked about is that the bench guys came in and played well. So punch off the bench, a big factor in that one.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors, a sizable lead of 14 at the break, building this lead up. And Damian Lillard honored with the 2020 Magic Jump.
Being recognized for giving your time.
Blazers going with a whole new group out there. So for the Blazers, Portland has gone 5 of 12 from three-point range tonight. Wiggins and Green, the 3 and the 4. Then there's Stephen Curry. Then it's Nemanja Bjelica, and it's Boss in at the 2. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Here's Covington, and the deficit down inside single digits.
Lillard becoming better at staying patient, knowing that at any point in a possession, he can take advantage of somebody. That time he found the open man.
And adds a few more points to their lead, showing off some style.
Wow, that was prime time stuff right there.
This is one where the second foul is probably going to cost you some minutes in this game. Kind of cool to see that Damian Lillard in the offseason continuing with that boxing regimen, something that he grew up with and keeps him in great condition.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
In 2016, the NBA Players Association made history, voting to extend health insurance to retired players with at least 3 years of service. Chris Paul said, quote, "They paved the way for our game. This is just the little that we could do. Whenever my tenure is up as president of the union, that will be easily the greatest achievement." Brian?
Boy, that is big time, Allie. Good stuff there. Thank you for that. And that boxing training for Lillard, something he said has really helped him on the court.
And I think the biggest thing, B.A., he talks about is that shoulder strength. And if you get a look at Damian Lillard when he stops and shoots free throws, you'll see that kind of buildup.
Here's Curry. Count it. All 3 of his attempts have gone in.
Awareness of what the defense is trying to do. Steph plays that one perfectly.
Pass to Nurkic. Lillard outside. Nails it from beyond the arc. Lillard's got 17 points.
That's his third three-pointer now after not getting any in the opening period.
Now here's Bjelica. Here's Boss. 26 points for him last game against Philadelphia.
Yeah, but there's always this point you got to look at where did he also impact the game? It was on the rebounding end of the floor. A tremendous performance there.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Here's McCollum. Rebounded by Green.
He's got so many ways to score in the post. Just nifty, uses fakes. Have to have a body on him every time he's down there.
Drives to the hoop, and he comes up with a bucket. And now a 12-point Warrior lead.
Well, that's how you draw it up right there. A screen, shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
McCollum's got space. It's wide right, hits off the rim.
I know it's about defense.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors now holding. Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. And Grant, you played almost 2 decades in the league. What do you think some of the biggest highlights in your career were?
Really just, playing on some great teams with great players, the relationships, the experiences. I didn't win an NBA championship, but I am more than blessed with having an incredible 19-year career.
On the court right now for the Trailblazers. The talented pair of Lillard and McCollum in the backcourt. Inside at the 4 and the 5, it's Covington and Nurkic. And it's Little in at the small forward position. Here's Lillard. Ooh, he's found his rhythm. 7 for 10 and counting.
Well, he's capable of lighting a fuse and putting on a fireworks show. He'll do it in any building. Tonight he's got it going.
Here's Little. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. And Nurkic throws it down.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
And the gamble paying off.
That's his second.
And he knocks down the first one. And the Warriors making a switch here. Wiseman's checked in. And the Blazers making a change here. And small forward Nasir Little, just 1 season with the Tar Heels. He was the number 6 recruit in the high school class of 2018. But 1 year later, Grant slid to the 25th pick.
NBA, he's showing signs that he probably slid too far. A long wait in the green room, but that's just one day. It's all about the work he puts in every day that will determine what he makes of his great potential.
Back to Green. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
And force-feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
Powell outside. Lillard outside. Powell against Green. And Powell with the stuff.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. Pass to Wiseman. Oh, it's stolen by Zeller. Oh, rejected by Wiggins. And it's going to be out. Bounds. The Blazers will retain possession. And some changes here for the Warriors. Iguodala's checked in for Green. And it's Klay Thompson in for Wiggins. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Simon's checked in. Powell with it. Now Thompson defending. Zeller. No good there. That would have cut it to single digits.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Here's Wiseman. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Pass to Lillard. 4-3. He's now 8 for 11 after that made shot.
And his perimeter shooting might be the key to trimming their deficit.
Well, he's doing everything he can to make them competitive. And by everything, I mean draining threes.
Portland has gone 7 of 14 from the perimeter in this one. Dance for 3. And it's Wiseman with the rebound. Wiseman's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. To the inside. Here's Simon. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Blazers sub.
Inside. Curry. Oh, rejected by Lillard. Wiggins and Green, the 3 and the 4. Then it's Nemanja Bjelica. Then there's Stephen Curry. And it's Boss in at the 2. That's the Warriors 5. Shots good by McCollum. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Trailblazers?
Oh, their defense has been outstanding. Closing out on shots and blocking quite a few as well.
It's okay to be a kleptomaniac during a basketball game. Look at those steals totals. A lot of effort on deep from them tonight.
Lillard finds Nurkic. There's McCollum with the three. Drills it from deep. Now it's a 5-point Trailblazer lead.
Just how awesome is it to watch the best of the best start to dominate in a game.
Boss's shot is off. Portland has gotten 3 threes to fall out of 4 attempts here in the fourth. McCollum outside. Bielitsa against Nurkic. They get it back. Tries again. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Nurkic with the pump fake does a good job fooling the defender that time.
Nurkic hits them both. Curry with it. Here's Boss. The kick out. Curry. To the middle. Here's Boss. And that comes off the assist by Green. Green's got 5 assists in the game.
Now, Draymond Green patient enough to know when his teammates are running around, at some point one's going to break open, then he finds them.
Lillard outside. That one falls.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Confidence is sensational, and it feels like no one is going to stop him tonight from scoring. Well, Draymond Green's not going to get a ton of those, but trust me, he's loving every minute of it.
Here's McCollum, and McCollum slams it in.
This whole second half, he's been unbelievable scoring the basketball. The defense has had literally no effect.
Pass to Green. Here's Boss. McCollum defends. Curry against Lillard. Shot clock at 6. And there's another one for the Warriors.
And none better, Steph stepping up. What a great feel for the moment. Bingo.
Timeout called. Portland. They lead by 5. There's a minute 47 left in the fourth quarter. And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Damian Lillard.
This has been one of the most dominant performances I've ever seen. What's incredible is he has no off switch, just a tremendous motor, and he's making an impact on every single possession. And look at him. You think it's just another game. He is totally in control of his emotions.
And keeping us updated from the sidelines, Allie LaForce.
Hey there, I was able to listen in on the Portland head coach talking to his team. He likes what he's seeing, but he cautioned his players, we are not far enough ahead to assume anything. Momentum can shift in a heartbeat. We have to be diligent, and we have to be smart.
Thanks for that, Allie. McCollum outside. Good. And it's Lillard who picks up the assist. Lillard's got assist number 5 here tonight. Pass to Curry. From the arc. The shot, no good.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Yeah, not a fan of that one, guys. If he wants to help his team cut into this deficit, he should not be attempting those kind of shots.
And they'll get another chance. And he gets that one. Golden State has got just 1 of 6 threes to go in the fourth. And here's Curry for 3. And he sinks it. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
You know he's going to have the ball, and then you feel he's going to come through. He did it there.
No good on the shot. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way. Pass to Boss. The 3. Covington grabs the board. 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And so they foul intentionally.
That's his first personal foul.
Here's Lillard. And he commits the intentional foul.
Stephen Curry. That's his first personal foul.
He gets the first, and that increases the lead to 6.
And for a guy who entered the league as a terrific free throw shooter, Damian Lillard is now among the elite of the elite from the stripe. Some padding here on the free throw line, some good work.
Timeout called, the Warriors. They're losing by 7. 23 seconds left in the final quarter.
Substitution on the court.
There's 18 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Oh, he buried the 3. Wow.
takes steady nerves right there.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
And they're going to prolong the game with an intentional foul.
Yeah, and there's no question they have to foul. Now, I'm sure they would have preferred to avoid it.
And he hits both free throws here. And it's a three-point game.
Question is, now can they protect the three-point lead he's given them? Oh, wow! A huge basket to tie the game! They've really picked up the energy level and have willed themselves back into this game.
Well, they didn't really have a choice at the position that they were. They had to fight hard. They've gotten that. They've outworked the other team. Just fighting.
Are you serious? I mean, he made the defender look silly right there. Just an epic move.
So it's the Trailblazers taking the W in a close one. With the late victory, they upset plenty of these hometown fans.
They really should take this win to heart. When the pressure was on, they stepped up and worked twice as hard to overcome it.
And that about wraps it up. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Brent Barry.
Bash World, my favorite community member now. What's going on? How are you doing?
I'm doing great. You know, whenever I get the opportunity to get up on 2K TV, I'm here. I'm ready to ball.
Now you can have up to 10 players at a time. We have 8 today, so we've got 4 on Team 2K TV and 4 on Team World. Representing Team World is Bash World and King Jordan, as well as some friends that you guys have invited today.
Yes, definitely. Shout out to Hungry.
And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparations for the challenge ahead. Hoping to come out of the gates strong. The Staples Center, downtown Los Angeles, and the freeways of LA. All painting the picture just where we are tonight. Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. I'm Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony, Hall of Famer Doris Burke, and another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge, from the sidelines. DA, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Paul George has shown over the years that he remains one of the most versatile stars in the league.
David, he clearly is a special talent, and his resume shows it. Thank you. So with Thompson sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. In at the small and power forward, it's Wiggins and Green. Moss is out there with Curry, and it's Bielitsa in at the 5. And for the Clippers, Bledsoe is out there with Jackson. Then it's Paul George. Then it's Marcus Morris. And it's Hartenstein in at the 5, roaming the paint. For those teams, Greg, that had head coaching changes, how long does it take to fully implement a new system?
Well, it typically takes a full season, and it also depends just on how complicated the system is. But all things being equal, the experienced teams often learn faster because they just understand the game better.
There's a real knack for understanding when a guy is uncovered, and Paul George's court awareness on display right there. Beautiful.
Here's Boss, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Marcus Morris picks one up there. The Warriors shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
And they've shot the ball well this season in terms of their attempts, 81%.
And so it's Bledsoe with it, bringing it up for Los Angeles. He dishes it to Jackson. Great tee that time from Green. And it's the Warriors' ball. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Blazers.
Yeah, for that loss, you can credit their defense or lack thereof. Too many breakdowns on that end of the floor.
Well, the kind of low-energy effort they played with all night will make a coach absolutely crazy. You can't win if you don't play quality defense.
Indoors, we know that Paul George has always been a solid passer, but his assist numbers have been trending up.
Yeah, he's been willing of late to take on more playmaking responsibilities. The skill set was there. It's just early in his career, they needed him to be the lead scorer. Now you're talking about a guy you've got to game plan against as a scorer and as a passer.
Clippers have gone 2 of 3 here to start off the game. Outside Jackson. There's the pass to George. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. George has got 7 points in the game.
Well, Paul George says, I can answer with my own big-time three-point shot. Go to work, PG.
Here's Boss, guarded by Jackson.
I'll bet even they didn't think the pick would work that well.
No. And they get the major league dunk out of it, too.
And my question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
Hartenstein passes to George. Outside Jackson. Tries from 16. George, no good.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
Some nice passing by Golden State here. Boss passes to Green, and Green slams it in.
How easy is it to appreciate the intensity with which Draymond Green plays? Go ahead with power, sir.
Outside, George. Bledsoe outside. Here's Jackson. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Here's Boss, guarded by Jackson. Count the basket.
Draymond Green plays with power and with energy. Contact does not deter this man.
1:49 left to play here in the first. So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. Last time in San Francisco, they lost to the Warriors.
Well, if they want to avoid the outcome of that first meeting, they'll need to be stronger on the glass. They were completely outmatched in the last one.
Well, you have to believe the coaching staff made that a point of emphasis. Better aggressiveness, better intensity on the backboards.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Zubac is checked in for Hartenstein. Baca comes in for Marcus Morris. Mann subbed in for Jackson. Golden State also making some changes. James Wiseman, he's checked in for Bielitsa. Otto Porter Jr. comes in for Green, and it's Klay Thompson in for Andrew Wiggins. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. And the Clippers making a change here. Batum's checked in. Pass to Ibaka. Outside, Batum. Pass to Bledsoe. Down low, here's Ibaka, and Ibaka slams it in.
Well, just an easy hoop, all set up by the passing instincts of Eric Bledsoe.
Golden State's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Boss passes to Wiseman. Now the Clippers moving it up. Finished off the break.
And that's up-tempo basketball at its best. So much easier to operate the open court when a steal triggers the break.
Here's Boss. 29 points for him last game against Portland.
Now how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
There's 37 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Zubac, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range. So far, both teams scorching the Nets. You gotta love it.
Well, you love it when you can get off to a fast start offensively. You hate it, though, when your opponent does the same.
And they get it back. Here's Mann. Bledsoe trying to free himself up. Mann can't hit. Stolen by Zubac. 1 second left. And no good. Tie game in Los Angeles. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. And this Warriors team has an interesting mix of championship.
The best 19 love to teach.
Warriors. The new group for Los Angeles. And some changes here for the Warriors. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Boss passes to Bielitsa. An easy 2 points on the layup.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Paul George is out there with Marcus Morris. Then there's Bledsoe. Then there's Reggie Jackson. And it's Hartenstein in at the center position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Now here's Bledsoe. 20 points for him last game against Detroit.
Boy, guys, I don't know who feels the contact more, Bledsoe or the defender.
Here's Boss. It's rebounded by Hartenstein.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Iguodala.
Boy, the suffocating defense of Andre Iguodala, so important to his team. Really good job timing the shot there.
There's 45 seconds left to play in the first half. And George kicks to Jackson. Just 5 to shoot. The shot's good on the assist by George. Jackson's got the lead up to 8 now for Los Angeles. To the right side. Bielitsa passes to Boss. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here.
Ball to Golden State.
Here's Boss. 11 points in the game.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Well, it's trying to close the quarter strong, and by that, take a great shot without giving them an opportunity for another one down the other end.
Back to Bledsoe. Fires the 3. No good that time. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers. And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. It's been one outstanding game from George.
There's something that isn't his strength, but he's done a great job of finding the open man.
Well, what he did was sustain it throughout the first half. He ran the offense to absolute perfection.
So with Thompson sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. In at the small and power forward, it's Wiggins and Green. Stephen Curry's out there with Boss, and it's Bielitsa in at center. Green the pass to Boss. And Curry has it in the corner. To the middle, here's Boss. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Well, wow. How about that fantastic look by Steph Curry? The ability to create and make the guys around him better.
And so it's Bledsoe with it, bringing it up for Los Angeles. A 2-point game. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. It's not going to go for them. The Warriors go the other way with it. Driving in for the tie, and it's denied. About 1 minute played here in the second half. Here's Jackson. And the shot is long.
Well, an 0-for-3 start to the half. You need to pick it up and start to put some pressure on your opponent.
Boss. Some solid defense there from Jackson. For Los Angeles, they've gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half.
And we all know what George brings offensively, but it's his ability as a defender that stands out. Great instincts to make plays on that end of the floor.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Paul George has taken some heat in recent years. He says people get so caught up in what other folks think. I'm Paul George. I don't care to be anybody else. I am who I am. You love it or you don't. Simple as that. Guys, with his play on the floor, he has answered all of his critics.
He's certainly playing at an elite level. EA, thank you. And the Clippers call time here. And with Paul George and his defense, Greg, you almost forget how great of an impact it makes.
He just kind of flies under the radar with his defensive play. I mean, this guy could be considered for the Defensive Player of the Year almost every year. One of the more disruptive forces on that end of the floor.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles, Serge Ibaka has checked in for Hartenstein. Batum comes in for Marcus Morris. Mann's checked in for George. And it's Luke Kennard in for Jackson. Here's Mann. 8 points for him. Clock at 4. To end the drought. Thompson with the rebound. Warriors have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter. 50% from the field. Porter, no luck.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
Inside, Batum, and the dunk by Batum.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
And finished off by Wiseman.
Oh, that's a big man move by Wiseman, roughing up the D with that emphatic finish.
Bledsoe outside.
2 minutes remaining
in the corner. Kennard with it. A three-pointer, no good. Warriors have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Loss, no good. One item that stood out, their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it makes it really hard to defend.
Now here's Bledsoe. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Here's Boss. Passes to Wiseman. Here's Boss. Back to Wiseman. And he goes right over Serge Ibaka and slams it down.
Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. Nice job capturing the moments on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Now here's Bledsoe. That shot, no good. The Warriors go the other way. Thompson in the corner. Here's Boss. Kennard covering. Here's Wiseman. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Warrior substitution.
Here's Boss. To the paint. Here's Green. And it's Green with the jam.
Boy, how hard is Draymond Green to handle in the pick and roll? And it doesn't matter whether he's the guy handling the basketball or in this instance, he's the guy rolling to the rim.
They've got Ivica Zubac. Hartenstein is out there with Batum. Then it's Paul George, and it's Mann in at the point. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers.
What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
Picked his pocket. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Down low. And it's the Warriors on the break. Outside for Curry.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Inside. Boss. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Boss has got the lead up to 13 now for the Warriors. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Warriors.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
Well, also, I think their blocked shots really jump off the page. They've sent a lot of attempts right back where they came from today.
To the middle, it's tipped. Stolen by George. Now the Clippers moving it up. George has got the ball. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
That's his first personal foul.
And he knocks down the first one. So for the Clippers, Marcus Morris is checked in for Zubac. Eric Bledsoe is subbed in for Nicholas Batum. There's 1:26 left to play here in the fourth. To the inside. Here's Green. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. George against Bielitsa. George double teamed. Hartenstein. Warriors with the rebound.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Warriors.
Tonight, they did a great job of getting everyone involved. They had the good passing, and that led to some open shots.
Solid play, definitely, Kevin.
So looking at the season total, this will be their 17th win.
And as we get set to put this one to bed, a one-sided...
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Hi, MP. Another solid game. Well done.
Thank you, Candace.
You know, I'm working on a long-form piece on the best assessment in the league. And I've been asking the upper echelon guys, what is the single most important element that a premier distributor in this league needs to have? It could be an approach to the game, a practice regimen, a support system. I've gotten all kinds of answers, so I'm curious what you have to say.
That's an interesting question. I say just a willingness to work. A willingness to fail. You've got to put in the time, and a lot of that time is going to be spent making mistakes. That's the nature of learning and getting better. And it's tough because you've got a lot of people dependent on you, and when you mess up, it's high stakes. The guys who can handle that, shoot, the guys who crave that, those are the ones who you see at the top of the assist leaderboard. Not everyone is built for this, Candace.
But you are.
Oh, for sure. I want that pressure. It's a big part of the fun.
All right, I'm going to cut right to the chase. You want out or not?
Mr. Lesser, no.
You lying to me?
Look, this organization has felt like home since the beginning. You know, somebody told me that you fought for me in the draft room. That's when I knew this is where I wanted to be. I love this team. I mean, these are the guys that I want to go to war with. You understand me? That's like my family now. Look, Mr. Lesser, I want to build my career here.
This looks sincere.
Can't believe everything you read in the news, right?
Is that a joke?
It's my attempt at one.
Anything else you want to talk about? I still got 3 minutes to my next meeting.
I'm good. You know, I just appreciate you talking to me man to man.
All right. Anything else bothers you, door's always open.
I appreciate that. Till then, Mr. Lesser.
You got it. Yo, what's up, man?
Hey, man.